Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and it's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Kevin, in that last break, I listened to the Suns coach address his team. As this game approaches its finale, the outcome's still undecided. He told them, "We're not far, fellas. It's within reach. Seize the moment and walk away with a win." Guys?
And Bazemore kicks to Lawson. And Young, here we go. Ajinça. And it's blocked by Whiteside. Outside for Lawson. No good with the triple. Hornets trail by 3. Moutier with the ball. Now guarded by Stevenson. Now here's Moutier. He's covered closely. And Lance Stevenson pulls it down.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
Here's Smooth. The rebound by Young. Suns leading by 5. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Smooth. Richardson comes in for Cephalosha. Gary Harris, he's checked in for Smooth. And it's Paul in for Moutier. 6 to shoot. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And Lance Stevenson picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Knocks it loose. Young with the steal.
Great reflexes to get a hand on that pass and go the other way with it.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
Here's Bazemore. Richardson covering. Banked in off the glass. Bazemore's got 4 points in the quarter.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Suns leading by 7. Young right side. Off the screen. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. For the Phoenix Suns, they're coming off a good outing against Boston. And the basket by Harris.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
It's Young on the wing. He dishes it to Bazemore. Here's Ajinça. And it's blocked by Whiteside. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Portis, he's checked in for Whiteside. Charlotte calls timeout. And some changes here for the Hornets. Cephalosha comes in for Anderson, and Smooth subbed in for Richardson. Paul outside. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Well, at this point in his career, Clark, it's safe to call Chris Paul one of the all-time great point guards.
Yeah, without question. I mean, for a long time, it was hard to argue that Chris Paul wasn't the top point guard in the league. Even now, you can make arguments for others, but Paul is always going to be in the conversation.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Anderson comes in for Cephalosha. And it's Richardson in for Smooth. Lowry drives in. In the corner, Iguodala with it. And the Suns miss again.
They get that one, but guys, on the night, that's been the problem, securing the ball.
They've been out-hustled. At this point, hard to see them recovering from that.
Harris outside. 5 to shoot. To take the lead. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Lowry kicks to Butler. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Wide open. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists in the game. Looking at the last game for Charlotte, it was a loss to the Mavericks in Dallas. Harris kicks to Paul. To the paint. Here's Portis. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
And so he makes both from the line.
Clutch. Those free throws turn this into a 1-possession ball game.
There's the pass to Lowry. Feeds to Adams. Back to Lowry. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Richardson. And it's blocked by Adams. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
To the inside. Iguodala.
2 points.
And he makes good on the layup. Iguodala's got 4 points now in the quarter.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Paul kicks to Harris. nails it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
As clutch a shot as I have ever seen.
In a word, gutsy.
Lowry dishes to Ibaka. Connects from downtown.
Nice stroke from long range, and if he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
Paul again. Lowry. Paul goes in. Richardson. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Oh, the officials are all over that.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And the Suns call time here. They're up by 4. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What do you think, guys?
They must play aggressive D and deny any quick, easy looks. They'll try to use enough time to set themselves up with the last shot of the game.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
They really could have used the perfect trip to the line there. Instead, they're still down 2 possessions. Picking out the game Andre Iguodala is having. He has 8 points, and he's getting it done on the glass, too.
You're right, Clark. He's done some real nice work on the inside.
And the Hornets making a change here. Whiteside's checked in. 6-second difference between shot and gameplay. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Lowry. Butler goes in. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, but if I can say so, it was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're losing by 7. 11 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, they can game plan all they want, but unless they can put more time on the clock, I think this bad boy's over.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what they hope to get accomplished with this timeout here.
It's stolen by Ibaka. And the Suns call time here. Guys, what do you think?
Now that you can tell there's some bad blood here. They're just rubbing it in now by calling a timeout.
Yeah, there really isn't much for them to be talking about. This is rubbing it in and adding salt to the wound.
So the Suns win it. A narrow win under difficult circumstances.